football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
To kick off.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's quickly. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
7-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 3. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Still pressure too much here. He's going down. Samson Abuka with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start the drive with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They're going to look to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made at the
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Some simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Their own 47-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
His kick.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be free. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Raiders have got him. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Returnable for Grant. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on 40 extra points.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier. as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over. Over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the defense is pushing them back.
You know them hoes don't want to see you happy, baby. Yeah. Make sure you tell them every detail. Make sure you see them on that email. Talk how that Mercedes getting detailed. Mention that new PC bag at retail. Them hoes beat ya, never wish me well. Told my lady that I'm legging bitches like I'm Miguel. Big.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. First down, Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop that?
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that may be a veteran? sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
37-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it again with Cook. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And This will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he rips that one incomplete there. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Brings up 2nd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing, anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Oh, in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Callahan, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and this one is incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Steven Nelson.
They run the counter with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those in a hurry.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever.
Intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off here, the 32. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted back.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Justin Hopkins on 40.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
3rd down and 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
First down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Officially, nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the Steelers' 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a later touchdown. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Makes the score Steelers 48.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Raiders 30.
They'll stay on the ground with counter again. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
47-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he gets gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now Garoppolo. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot and pick it off a pass.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to hook up to Sutton. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.